Tonight on the Broalition, we talk about how you're a sexist, racist, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic. That's not a nice person.
Are we talking about Mike?
That hurt my feeling.
And that's just Mike. Cue the music.
Do it.
There's a name for that too.
You're wearing gray.
Safe word.
Just buy me the whole thing.
A pineapple. Hey, welcome to the Gospel Broalition. Pastor Lee, joined as always on my right by Mike Paul, the Hoosier Hillbilly. Is it Mike? You want to go by Michael?
It's Mike.
Mike, okay.
Michael.
Only my mama calls me Michael.
To the left, James R. Robinson. Or is R your middle name?
No.
Oh, James Robinson.
Well, you're giving an awful lot of personal information now considering what we're about to talk about. Are you trying to put us on a list?
I am.
My credit card's right here if you need it.
That's right.
That's his white privilege card, by the way. Yeah. We don't have one because we're good people. He's evil.
I'm Mexican.
He's of Dauntless Gaming when he actually is gaming.
Been car shopping this
When
week.
he actually does broadcast, which has been once in the past month, right?
It's been, it's been bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And joined as always in the studio by Shutup Cameron, our semi-token liberal.
Oh, he's moved up to semi-token now.
Yeah, he is. He's learning. He's starting to be red-pilled.
Nice.
I want to clarify something that I said last week.
Oh, no.
All right.
Don't apologize.
But I'm not apologizing.
Okay.
I'm clarifying. When I was talking about electric cars and how cool it was to own one and why you needed to get one, I want you to understand something that I didn't make clear last time. There is no way possible for us to get to a point where everybody has an electric car. No, we can't do it.
Not in the next 100 years.
No, there's just no way. It's not sustainable.
No.
It's just not. We don't. I mean, if you're going to power, the entire United States with solar power, wind power, and bunny farts, it's not going to happen.
I think bunny farts would probably be more powerful than what some.
Why can't we hook up these cows? Apparently they're getting off a lot of methane. Why can't we just hook them up and power
that would be
everything?
Animal cruelty, and PETA would be after you.
That's true. Oh gosh,
So,
yeah,
you just
you're
can't,
right.
You
You're
just
right.
can't win.
There's just no way we can do
Like I
it.
said, considering California has rolling blackouts
Yeah,
now,
what are you supposed to do?
and they have 1% is electric cars. Imagine what happens if they hit 50%
Right.
electric cars.
If you're not familiar
really in
with electrical vehicles, when you take them out and you have to charge them, it takes 45 minutes to charge. So if you're going back and forth to work, and now granted that's for a charge over 300 miles, but if you're going back and forth to work, now maybe you could do it while you're there.
Yeah.
But there's no way we can get to the point where you have like an ambulance or a fire engine or a police car. There's no way they can be on electrical power.
No. And one day the technology will be there to where we can get thousands of miles out of a battery charge.
I think so.
It will get there, but it's not there. That's the key.
If
Yeah.
you're going
Not there
35 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, once again, 20 years ago, the thought of an electric car, you would have thought like a little spaceship looking thing. And now, Tesla makes a very beautiful car.
Yeah.
And it's a very nice car. And it's a very quick car, and it's comfortable, luxurious. So, once again, give it another 20, 30, 40 years, and I think we'll be to the point where you can have an electric car that will go a distance.
I think so.
1,000 miles.
We'll all be flying.
That requires nuclear
Could you
power to
imagine
charge.
people can't drive?
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to drive a nuclear powered car.
No. It
That'd be
requires.
cool.
But our plants need to be nuclear power to keep up with charging everybody's vehicles.
You think a turbo sounds cool when it blows off. Go listen. There's a video on YouTube about a nuclear rod. When the nuclear rod cools down and they start the process of the nuclear fission. Watch that. That's really cool.
Is your phone? Did y'all turn your phones off?
Yes.
You know how crazy that makes me.
It's on. DVD.
Everybody would be careful though if you're driving around a nuclear car.
Guarantee it.
You wouldn't have
No.
any traffic.
It's like a headlong collision. It's
You
like
have to put a big green spinning light on the top of it so people would know.
You not only killed yourself, you just wiped out an
Not
entire
only-
city.
Not like in the city.
Yeah. So it's just for it to become feasible, you're going to have chargers as prevalent as gas stations. I mean, when you go into a town, there's going to have to be 15 places that are offering 8 spots to charge.
Yep.
Right now, they got pictures of people lined up in their Teslas in a line.
I will say this: almost every development project that I've worked on this last year has taken electric charging into consideration. Parking lots,
Really?
buildings, yeah.
So that's my other
Airports.
question. You go back to people who live in an apartment. Okay, well, how do they charge them? They run a cord out their door?
No, it's got to be out the street. You'll have little Tesla stations at some of the parking stalls.
At some point, but
Yeah.
everybody that lives in an apartment
but
right now is kind of...
What if you get somebody who hogs it all the time and all that?
Yeah.
I think if we can get to a point, they're going to say we're going to be free of the internal combustion engine by 2050.
Yeah, there's a lot of manufacturers are saying 2030 that they want to stop producing internal combustion engines and go completely electric.
I will say this:
there's just no way.
They picked a terrible car to try this on. They've ruined my STI now.
Well, they did. They went electric, didn't they?
They're not making the STI until it can be electric.
Okay. Well, that's another sad day.
That is sad.
I think if we got to the point where we said, 2030, have 15% of the population in electric cars. That's reasonable. Everybody can handle that.
Goal, but it's just like the whole
California being a blackout.
It was like the whole COVID thing. We're going to start. We want 70% vaccinated. Oh, but 70% wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
No, it had to be 100%.
They start pushing. We want 100. Same way with electric cars. They're going to start out. Well, we want 50% of the population. Well, we want 70.
Do you remember those times in the past when you could lose your job for not getting a vaccine?
Yeah, 2 months ago.
I remember those
That
days.
was last week, wasn't it?
Oh, it was like 2 months ago. Yeah.
But now it's over. Poof, it's gone.
Yeah, that is magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
We're on to climate change now.
I think the best alternative would be like do a high-speed rail. That would be cool.
You know what? If there's a
some
high-speed
countries done
rail
that.
I could jump on to go to work, I would do it.
Not here, but I think it exists somewhere.
Tokyo has them.
Yeah.
Japan has them all like crazy. But, I mean, you'd have to – I don't know how you would do it, though, because it'd have to be something when you get to your destination to get you to your job.
Yes.
Get you to the station to get you to
those little scooters that you can rent.
There you go.
I'm sure Musk is working on one for here.
He probably is. It probably doesn't have to have any wires or anything. It probably just
I would love that. I
flies.
mean, if I could get on a train and go from here to Colorado in 8 hours, I'd do it.
Yes.
No problem. I'd sit there and read a book.
Public transportation that was like quick like that, and you didn't have to put up with everybody.
That's only
Yeah,
twice
200
as
and
fast
something
as
miles
driving,
per hour.
Yeah.
That's only twice as fast as driving, though, isn't it? Is it 16 hours there, or is it 20 something?
Oh, it's 20-something hours there.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think you're doing 200 miles per hour. I mean, granted, it's only a little bit more than what we do, but
That's true.
Just a little.
yeah, I'm going out west. I can't wait to hit like 100 on all the roads. I mean, I am.
That is gonna be
Because they don't care out there, do they?
It was 217 miles per hour.
Gee,
Shanghai.
That'd be awesome.
that would be awesome. Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Beijing to Shanghai.
That's a McLaren speed there.
Nee.
Not near as fun as a McLaren. But,
No.
I mean, it's still.
Well, they passed something in the Senate that's going to
The best thing ever.
make daylight saving time permanent.
Yes. Why have we not done this?
It's just got to go through the House
Sooner.
and then get vetoed by the imbecile in chief.
You're probably right. He'd be like, daylight saving time.
Daylight saving.
What's that?
Does that mean I get my ice cream earlier?
Yeah.
Is this gonna put my ice cream off another year or what?
So if I'm scheduled to get my ice cream at 6, we go daylight. Am I going to miss my ice cream?
Yep, that's probably why I'll turn it down.
So I don't know. But you missed the story about how I don't remember Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
What?
This Sunday night.
I came in here, folks, and at 3:30 on the Sunday afternoon, I found out it was actually 4:30. I took a nap, and I came up here and I preached, and I don't even remember. I remember, like I told them earlier, I remember the close of the sermon going, I'm done. And that was, I don't remember eating. I went home early because I thought I'd left my car running outside.
Kids, drugs are bad. Okay, don't do drugs.
Will you give the United Caucasian Fund? Mind is a terrible thing to
It's
waste.
that white privilege.
I
you
know,
got.
man.
It just confused the crap out of
Oh,
it.
by the way, this is our white privilege episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you haven't figured it out.
We'll get there.
We have fun. We have like these microphones because we have white privilege. Mm-hmm. We have a podcast because we have white privilege. So.
Hey, it's not all white privilege, okay? You have some Hispanic heritage.
You
here.
have a black shirt on.
That's true. That's true.
So you can't say it's completely white. There is Hispanic.
But I have Irish blood, so I'm as white can be.
You're like a snowflake.
I am.
Like
I am.
pure
I'm almost
blonde.
transparent. I'm so white. That is. I don't get suntan either. My freckles just expand and join together. So
Nice.
That's what they do. But I hope they do daylight saving time. I hope so.
Yeah, because I don't like the whole time change. I think it's stupid.
All right, totally unrelated and totally boring topic, but somebody explain to me what a TikTok influencer is.
Do you really
Somebody
want,
that
do you really want to
posts TikTok.
I knew you boys would know.
It's just somebody that posts TikToks. And people watch and support.
that influences
Yeah.
people to watch or do certain things?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would call an influencer.
What kind of inbred moron do you have to be influenced by somebody on TikTok?
Well, it depends. I mean, lots of people are.
Oh,
Because Mike is the TikTok apologist
I
over
am
there.
TikTok.
Oh, he is. I'm
apologist.
just saying.
I love me some TikTok. Now, they go, oh, go buy this or go do this. No, I don't care. I don't care that much.
Right, yeah.
I just watch the videos because I think they're funny. But yeah, I don't do anything they tell me
Speaking
to
of
do.
TikTok,
And although there is some interesting things, did you know that the Ritz cracker has got the little edges on it? You know, it's got the little round
crinkles,
edges on
yeah.
it. That's to cut your cheese with.
Did not know that.
You learn that stuff on
Learn
TikTok.
down TikTok.
Oh, somebody made that up.
I saw-
think it's real. I watched him do it, and I was like, didn't know that.
There's
I
some
s-
things on TikTok that I see.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that's
why
that's
can't
real.
we need to do a TikTok video then?
We should.
We have
did.
one. We have
And we
one.
got called not very nice Christians because you
Yeah.
said that Bruce Springsteen sucks or whatever's down
Oh,
there.
that was some Nigerian prince or something. just
Yeah, the
trying to-
Nigerian prince.
Yeah.
I did see that why people are attacking TikTok now is because they changed the way ads work between China and here. That
Really?
when it comes to American, its suggestions and its ads are all intended to entertain or make you dumber. Where if you're in China and you're viewing TikTok, it's all more illustration and educational stuff that will pop up.
Well,
So they're trying to make us dumber.
TikTok, I hate to tell you, you can't make me any dumber.
Broalition,
I am
man.
already at the edge of being as dumb as I can. So you're not going to win.
True story.
I mean, you try to fight me when it comes to dumb, you got another thing coming.
They had a news article about this once you guys realize this BLM thing is a scam, it's so funny you went out and bought the T-shirt. You're so dumb. But
Mine says Bush Light matters.
I know, but one of them got a grant, $6,000 for at-risk children, and then used that money to go on vacation
Smart.
and get new nails and eat at Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory.
Ooh, that place is awesome.
It is pretty, yeah.
That is a nice place to eat.
That's a good use of money right there.
I mean, if you're going to do it, if you're going to screw the poor little children of the
That's
world,
right. Might as well go all out when you
might as
do
well
it.
go all out and eat at Bubba Gump Shrimp.
That's right. That's the first thing I think of.
I mean, yeah. How can these poor little children? I'm going to go take their money.
Oh gosh, yeah. We just want to do a white privilege episode because I'm so sick and tired of it. Just is something that Sam Elliott. Everybody knows Sam Elliott, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, great actor. He hated this movie, one of this movie that he saw, and the director of the show called him a little whiny bitch, but also called him.
He called Sam Elliott that?
Yeah, you don't call Sam Elliott that.
And Sam Elliott come
But
to your
called
house.
it and put it all together. It's a female, by the way. Put it all together: misogynistic, homophobic, xenophobe.
Oh, okay. For the dumb people of the audience, a xenophobe.
You hate people of different nationalities. Not you. That's the definition.
Okay. I mean, let's be honest.
I'm not describing you. I'm just saying that's what it
Does
is.
anyone really like Russia right now?
Well, and this was a Western, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you, yeah, but you don't say to Sam Elliott, he'll come and kill you.
Yeah, he will.
He's a ghostwriter.
He will bury you.
People forget that because nobody saw the movie.
But never saw that one.
But it's just
Nicolas
so
Cage
it
was
was just so
ghostwriter
cool
when I
just to
watched.
use all those. We're gonna take every. It's weird that she just didn't put transphobic in there too. I'm so tired of these
So
names
because he didn't like the movie,
because he didn't like the movie,
he's a transphobe.
right? And it has some butt buddies in there in the movie.
Well, don't they all?
Well, yeah, every one of them.
Don't they all?
But considering that homosexuals make up like 75% of the population, I can understand that.
Yeah.
75 now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're up to, isn't it?
I think we're the only straight people in this city.
Yeah. Very well.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna say we're the only 3 straight people in this room.
I would agree with that. Although I don't know, there's a relationship going on that could be questionable.
I know. We're the only straight people. These
These
two.
are the only straight guys. The other one might
These
be
two.
questionable.
3 out of 4 are homo.
Well,
It's 50% right now. We're at 50% in this room. I mean,
oh.
Set your notes.
No,
no, it is now.
No,
We
we're just
penciled that
ad-libbing
in.
right now.
We penciled that in.
But we're so petrified of being called names by people. Mm-hmm. Everybody's afraid that you're going to be called a racist or a homophobe or sexist or. whatever, transphobic. That's the new word that's out there.
I don't care what people think about me.
Huh?
I don't care what people think about me.
I know you don't.
That's
Or what
probably a
they
good
say.
thing.
You are the Teflon duck.
He
I like
You
it.
are,
Teflon
man.
duck.
Everything slides off him. He just does not care. It bothers me.
Just don't call his car ugly. That might do it.
You're entitled to your own opinion.
Okay, it's ugly.
You could be wrong if you want.
You can be wrong. That's right.
Yeah, but JR does this to us, then probably goes home and beats his cat.
How dare he says my car's ugly?
Oh, see, I hate cats.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a
That's why.
smart person. People, and it's like,
I'm smart, pretty, and people love me.
so I maybe it's like I don't ever get called names, but it's like everybody that's the response. I'm going to call you a name. I'm not going to have an honest intellectual discussion with you. I'm just going to call you a name, and that's supposed to be it because we're white conservatives and we just freak out when that happens. You're
Get our
right.
feelings hurt.
What white conservative freaks out when somebody calls us racist, though? Like, who are these white conservatives that are like, oh, he called me racist?
No, it's
Well,
white,
no, it's like
white
Most of
liberals
us are
who do
like,
that.
we don't care.
No, because we don't freak out, but it's like if they call us a racist, then the argument shifts, and all of a sudden we're in defensive mode.
Okay, I can see that maybe. Yeah.
We're all defensive. I'm not racist. I have black friends. Yeah,
all one of them.
yeah. I once fantasized about Beyonce. That's what we do. We kind of throw that stuff out when she was in the Austin Powers. She looked good in that. So she's gotten fat. Oh, I'm fat shaming now.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
You're fat phobic.
I am fat phobic.
We need to get you some more cards. It's not just white.
I need a fat phobic and a homophobic. I need all these big things. But they've won when you actually get to the point to where you watch what you say and watch what you write.
Yep.
And watch what you watch. You can't watch this. You can't say this. You can't believe this. You can't do this. And they've won because everybody's changing how they're living their life.
It's not just that we don't want to be called names, but there have been several times.
Here that's going to start making apologies. Go ahead.
No. It's
Don't
not an
apologize,
apology.
JR. It's okay.
It's not an apology.
All right, go.
I'm just saying there are several days that I would have a thought and I want to put something on Facebook, and then I go, well, if I do this,
You just want to come out?
No. Focus for just
like,
a minute. Focus for just a minute.
Okay, sorry.
Focus for it. That I wanted to say something that could be controversial or really just conservative and considered controversial elsewhere. And then I think, well, so-and-so might say this. And
Yes.
so-and-so.
Yeah.
But it's not because I'm concerned about them saying it.
You
it's
just
that
don't want to deal with it.
I don't want to deal with it.
Yes.
I don't want to
100%.
deal with it.
I get that.
I don't want to deal with the emotional crap.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's always women.
Not always, but yeah.
There's some pretty
Well,
weird
there's
dudes on
there's
JR's
effeminate
Facebook.
men. Every crisis
Matter of
I've
fact,
ever
I've blocked some of the guys off of people's JR's Facebook
Yeah.
because I saw something they said to him like, "You are the dumbest person
Yeah.
possibly."
Oh,
I've
that's true.
ever
You
seen
have
on
some
Facebook."
metrosexuals on you.
And I just
Yeah.
go
You do.
block. So, yeah,
you do.
if I don't know who you are, it's because I blocked you off Facebook.
If you were my Facebook friend and you're actually halfway watching this show and you're not my Facebook friend anymore, it's probably because you said something that offended me, and I don't argue with you. I just immediately
It's like,
delete
oh,
you.
okay, you don't believe what I believe, so yeah.
I unfriend you. I did. I did that to somebody, and they called me a
Wait.
wolves in sheep's clothing.
Really? Why?
Am I still your friend on Facebook?
Yeah, yeah.
now.
Not mine, but
Yeah, they call me a wolf in sheep's clothing because I've unfriended them. It's like, dude, I just unfriended you. It's not like I'm sacrificing goats to Satan.
that
It-
hurts
it's
a lot of
like-
people's feelings.
Yeah.
It does.
But liberals are immune from words because you can call them hypocrites, imbeciles. It doesn't bother them at all. They'll continue to do whatever they're doing. You can call them a hypocrite, show them that they're a hypocrite, and they'll keep doing it. They don't care. They are
Because
immune,
they believe in their cause.
and we are paralyzed. We're
If
paralyzed.
they
by that.
believe so much in their cause, they'll do whatever it takes.
But it just absolutely mobilizes conservatives.
Mm-hmm.
We're just scared of being called names. And that's all they have, though. But see, the thing is, they don't have any logic. They can't make a logical argument.
Yeah.
So we have to resort to this, 8th grade name calling.
Well, they're trying to, once again, like you said earlier, they're changing a subject on you.
Yeah.
If they can call you something that
Put
makes
you on the
put you
defensive.
on the defense, oh, well, now they've got a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not.
Pee Wee Herman.
Usually people aren't ready to go on the defense for something like that.
But they can
You know
actually.
what I mean? Somebody come at me and be like, if you're racist, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're probably right.
But
I mean,
it's-
I don't know what to say.
But the society that we live in today is somebody can label you a racist, and there is no evidence whatsoever to prove that you're a racist,
But you're racist.
and you're a racist.
Yeah.
Just because they called you that.
Yeah.
That's how stupid and sick this society has become now. And I'm just kind of tired of it. If somebody judges you for who you are based off of something
Based off your character and not the color of your skin.
Yeah,
that
but-
sounds like somebody I remember saying.
Well,
that
based
a
off
long
of something
time
that
ago.
maybe you said, it's why I don't get bent out of shape about when I hear things that people say. And most of the time, conservatives, we always fly off the handle when we hear somebody say something. And I'm like, it could have been a bad day. It could, like Morgan Wallen. He's drunk. He said something stupid. Don't judge the guy because he did this when he has done nothing before that to show that he's a racist. He just did something stupid, and we're just like, well, man, they just shut that dude down.
They did, but he's winning, so.
I know, but he went on this apology tour and all this stuff and all that, and he should have been like, darn right, I said it. I was drunk.
Yeah, wait till I get drunk, I'll say it again.
And he should have, just kind of do that, and I can't. Dave Chappelle is a perfect example. He's like, suck it. I'm going to say whatever I want to say.
But the thing is, they have trampled all over him. But him being a black Muslim, that helps a little.
That helps a lot.
That helps a lot.
Rogan's dead meat.
Yeah, could you imagine the hate and criticism he would get if he was not a black Muslim, if he was a white Christian?
But you saw Rogan, who I think is as cool as all get out, man. And Rogan just kind of capitulated and said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Instead of saying, you know what, I said that a long time ago. I've learned. Let's move on.
And if you think Rogan is alt-right, you need to have your brain scanned.
He's not at all.
He's not even close to alt-right.
No.
He's not even close to right, to being on the alt-right.
I wouldn't even call him in the middle.
He's left.
Yeah.
He is left. And he's said it over and over and over, but people always call him alt-right.
He's not all right.
No,
I think
he's awakened.
I think he's getting closer to middle every day.
I know, but anybody who
Awakened,
preaches, anybody who teaches truth or talks about truth is alt-right.
Yes, according to the liberals, yeah.
Tim Pool was liberal,
Yeah.
and now he's alt-right.
Yeah. And I'd say Tim Pool's more middle ground. Tim Pool, there's some stuff he says that I don't necessarily agree with, but I mean, he's got good points.
Yeah.
To everything he says.
But we just use names, and it's just I'm just so tired of it. I'm just so tired of the name calling, and it's like, you know what? I got white privilege. Suck it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
If that's what you want to label me as, I'm fine.
Well, I mean, even when we get to they get to the point where you have the ability or the power to not care because of your white privilege. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Even not caring about what people say is
that's
bad.
white privilege because we don't have to.
You
care
see where
about
Jordan Peterson was on arguing with somebody.
Now
over
he
that
really
at the
gone
meeting.
off the deep
And
end.
he
now.
basically said, look, he goes, okay, let's say white privilege exists. Let's say we're in a world where I have white privilege and my color of my skin has made me available to get a better position at a job or whatever just because of the color of my skin. He goes, what percentages are we talking about? Talking 10, 20% of what I've accomplished over my life? And he kept going. And he was asking the guy that was, black and who was like, oh, there's white privilege, blah, 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 blah. And he had this guy backed into a corner because he's like, okay, no, let's do it. Let's present a tax on my white privilege. What percentage of my white? Can you tell me what I've gotten out of my white privilege? Because you, sir, sitting across the room, are in the same position I am, and you're of a different skin color, and you have the same credentials I do.
Right.
So what has made it? How have I gotten where I have, and you've gotten where you have?
Right.
And he just kept saying, give me a percentage. And this guy's like, he was cornered. Jordan Peterson can.
You said he went off the deep
really
end.
go.
What did you hear?
Oh, Peterson? Not he just since he resigned his professorship in Canada, he's just like gone totally on the warpath. Scorched earth. He's just going off now.
Yeah, he is. I love him.
He is so intelligent that you have to, especially like the types of shows he's on, they need to slow it down and maybe listen to him twice before they even begin to comprehend what he's saying.
What was that book he wrote? I'm actually reading it. I can't remember the 12. Oh, what's the name of the book?
I don't remember.
Jordan Peterson. Look his book. Look that book up. See what it is, please. I'm used to I have a higher education. I'm used to reading these deep theological books and all this stuff, and it's one of those books you just have to sit down and go slow.
Hold on,
because this dude is smart.
Yeah,
and he's writing stuff that to him sounds very simple, and you have to go back and read it again.
If you ever get a chance, get on YouTube and watch
12 Rules for Life.
12 Rules for Life. That's what
it's like when he was on Rogan's show, Peterson would say something. He said, "Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah,
say that again."
Yeah, like let's go watch. If you want an intellectual debate, you go watch Russell Brand and Jordan Peterson.
Oh wow,
you want to talk about Russell Brand is very intelligent.
Yeah,
he is very intelligent.
He's
yes.
very articulate, which you wouldn't have thought 15 years ago. when he
And
was
swinging
on
right
drugs
of
and
center now.
everything. But now he's on the right side of the center.
Yeah.
And after that, then you can order beyond order 12 more rules for life.
Oh.
Ooh, there's 12 more rules by Jordan.
I'm trying to make it through these first 12. It's something else. Just give me the Cliff Notes version, okay? Just sum it up in a couple of sentences. You know, just do that. That's what, I'm sitting on the toilet. That's what I want to read. You don't read Jordan Peterson on the toilet.
No.
You go away
Unless
not
you're
being
having
able to
like,
sleep.
an extended bowel movement. Yeah, your legs are going to fall asleep while you're there. Let me just show you how. We're going to do a little fill in the blank fun exercise here. We're going to keep it short.
Yay! I love fill in the blank.
All right. So I'll see how well you guys have learned from your liberal friends. All right.
Ooh, okay. I don't have any, so
I
let's
have
go.
some of those.
All right. If you're against the gay lifestyle, you are.
Homophobe.
Yeah. There you go. Homophobic.
Okay.
If you think men should run the church, you are.
Sexist.
No, good. 2 for 2. If you think there are only 2 genders, you are.
This is right.
Intelligent.
Intelligent, right.
A human
on the
with a
correct side of
brain.
science.
There's only 2 genders. What's the word?
Well, they consider you to be
I used it earlier.
assaulting if you don't recognize other genders. The people of other genders that don't exist.
I'm going to explain it just like I did to my children. You either have a PP
Or you don't.
or you don't. There you go. That's it. That's the genders.
No, that's sex, Mike. That's not gender.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gender is a social construct. My apologies. I listened to science class back when I was in school.
They found a way around that little PP talk you had.
They did. Still
Money
correct.
on your taxes, so
Still
it still
correct.
says gender.
You know what? Go order a shirt.
Yeah.
Male or female?
Male or female. You can get unisex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I find interesting is everybody who's identifying as something, nobody has gone to a black college and identified as a black person.
Yes, they have.
Oh, Rachel, that one girl.
Yep.
That she was the only one.
Yes, they did.
But she wasn't at a black college. But
Yeah.
but you don't do that because you're going to get the crap beat out of you. That's what's going to
Guaranteed.
happen.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's happening, brother?
That's it. It's over.
It's going to happen after that. Nobody does that. If
What are
you're
we?
transphobic.
Transphobic. Oh,
yeah.
Transformers. More than meets.
This is-
I guess they are more than meets the eye, huh?
If you're on the
Oh.
if you're on the street and you see a group of black men approaching you and you go to the other side of the street, what are you?
You're racist.
Racist.
You're racist, right? You're prejudiced.
Prejudice. That's probably the more proper word.
Yeah, that's right. Or you're situationally aware.
Glad he said it.
Guess it depends on maybe what town you're in.
I'm just not, man.
Well, it depends on what city
Always
you're
keep
in.
your head on the swivel, man. That's what you
I mean,
always do.
I'll be honest with you. If there's a group of white dudes that have hoods on and they're walking down the street, I'm going to the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter what color you are.
right.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with a
It
bunch of
depends on where
dudes
you
in a
are. Like if
group.
you're in this town,
Now, if it's a bunch of trans people, I'm running right through them.
Not
I
me.
think
I don't
if-
want my pee-pee
With
touched.
arms out to the side.
I'm running the other way.
I think it depends on where you are. If you were in this town and you saw 4 or 5 black people on the street, you'd probably want to meet them.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Excuse me, are
you
you
lost?"
Yeah. Do you
Well,
know
because
where you're at?
our census says that there's only 4 or 5 here in town.
Yeah.
And you just
Where?
I've never seen them.
They're too scared to come out.
Well,
It's
it's
okay.
right, yeah.
You can come out.
It's okay.
It's
yeah.
fine.
We love black people. I have
Yeah,
black
we-
friends. I keep saying that. I say that every time. I have black friends.
I love black people.
I know.
They just ain't in this
Jerry.
town.
If you have a black son, if you're black and you have a black son, he wants to go to historically black college.
Mm-hmm.
You pat him on the back, say, "I'm proud of you, son." If you have a white son, he comes up and says, "Dad, I want to go to a historically white college." He is a
Racist.
racist.
Yeah, that's terrible. Why would you even think that?
If
How
your
dare
if your
you.
son come and go, "I want to go to white college," it's like you're racist.
You're
Dad, I want to go
racist.
to black college.
They don't have white colleges.
What if a black kid?
They're
wanted
all
to go
white
to
colleges.
What if a black kid
They're
wanted to go to a
all-
white
yeah,
school?
That's true.
Huh?
What if a black kid wanted to go to a white school?
Except for the
They do all the time.
Crazy.
It'd be great.
He's
Fantastic.
crazy.
Go for
Go
it.
do it.
They're all white except for the basketball team.
That's true.
That's
I
true.
do find
That
it
is
funny.
absolutely true.
Kentucky University. We're not going to talk about them and how they pay players, but that's beyond the point.
If you go to a historically black church, that's okay. If you want to go to a historically white church, you're a
Presbyterian. There you go.
That was good.
See? Oh, yeah.
That was good. You're Presbyterian.
Can't think of a wider church.
You're racist.
You racist Presbyterians.
Are there black Presbyterians?
No, I have never. I don't think so. There's Black Baptist and there's
Black Methodists,
Pentecostal.
Black Pentecostals. You don't see many black Presbyterians.
I don't think I've ever seen.
Have you
one.
ever seen a black Amish person?
No. I don't. I've seen the black buggies. They ride in.
That would be a great
I don't-
skit for us
I
to do
don't-
a black Amish. I think we'd have to do blackface and we're totally dead after
Oh
that.
yeah, you can't do that. Nope.
Okay.
I never thought about black Amish.
It's just stuff.
They
Just stuff that
probably-
rolls around in my head.
Probably
Just-
exist.
Where are the black Amish people?
Just the chances of that, just the percentage of the Amish population crossed with the percentage of the black population. You don't have much
Yeah.
crossover there.
But their buggies
That's
have
true.
like curb fillers on them.
Brah, I got 44s on my buggy.
I'm rocking
I
44s,
will
dubs.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. Backing up closer to the hometown when we met.
That's racist.
You remember where Odin is? Lee, you remember where Odin was when you lived up that way?
Mhm.
The teenagers have tricked out lowered buggies.
Sweet.
Well, yeah, they're cool.
Oh, I'm all for it.
LEDs, even though they don't like
Yeah.
electricity.
Black Amish, I support you 100%.
Absolutely. If you exist.
Yeah. If you have a television network for blacks or Latinos, that's okay. If you have one just for white people, it's
Racist.
racist. We call it wet.
We have
White entertainment television.
we have CMT. Doesn't that count?
Sounds like a porn channel.
That's not white anymore. We got black country stars.
That's true. They are awesome, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah.
Like Rashad and all them.
I love Rashad.
They're awesome.
Awesome. It's what Rashad's
But
got
they're
a name
still-
like you have to look at it and go,
Hoodie's
he saying?
country now, right?
But they're still, but they're still white. I mean, think about
Cowboy
it.
Troy. Shout
Cowboy
out.
Troy, he's white. That dude is white. I know the color of his skin is black, but he's whiter than we are.
Like the Hodge twins. They're white.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, there are
That-
some black Amish people, but that's because they were adopted in.
Ah!
So they're not real.
So the Amish are racist,
Apparently,
Yep,
apparently.
but they didn't get the know. They didn't know that because they don't have television.
that's true. So how are they racist if they
would
didn't know?
need to elect to be baptized
Yeah.
to be officially considered a member of the Amish church.
Sweet.
There you go.
Well, now you know.
So there.
See, you learn something new. We're like TikTok.
Yeah,
Learn something new. You can have ethnic food, but if you have white food, that's racist.
that's right. What is white?
What
food?
is white?
What if you
food?
had,
Everything that we have has come from somewhere else.
I know, but it was funny. It was like if you had an aisle that said white food, what would be there?
Rice, because it's white. I mean, I
Well,
don't know.
but like, where did?
Hamburgers.
No, hamburger's not. Is not English.
All German.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's all ethnic food. But
It
you go
is,
into
I
your
mean.
supermarket, they'll have a thing that says ethnic food.
Yeah,
I'm like, what does that mean?
and most people need to stay away
Hot
from
sauce?
that because it's
Ethnic usually means
Like Indian.
Mexican in our store.
Yeah, or
That's
Indian,
where the
yeah.
rice and the tortillas are, and yeah,
That's my favorite aisle.
yeah, exactly.
Arriba.
You know,
Salsa, tortilla chips.
I like the
I didn't wear my
salsa.
shirt. I was going to wear a shirt that says, since we're identifying as other things, and had a picture of a gun. So this is a cordless hole puncher.
Nice, nice. I like that.
I don't know. We're gonna let's pick an ethnicity. I'm gonna be Hindu,
Okay,
Okay.
so we can have this.
but not the religion.
Now it's not a white privilege episode. It's now a minority episode.
Oh,
I mean, it was before.
because we can
I'll be Indian, not Hindu.
we can
What am I
identify.
thinking?
We
Okay.
can identify.
I'm
as
Indian.
that. We can identify as Indian. Then we're not
Yeah.
racist anymore.
Yeah.
I'm a 7-foot tall Chinese black
Cows are
woman.
holy.
Yeah.
Chinese black woman.
Chinese black woman. What are you gonna do?
I'm
Nothing.
Indian and I
That's all I
own a
am.
7-Eleven and a hotel.
Ooh, you're a Patel.
Yeah. Because barely
You're one of the
the only people who
Patels.
own hotels are Indians.
And they're all called Patel.
Yeah.
All their last name. That's kind of
It
weird.
is weird. All right.
Get your red dot.
Yeah.
We're not going to say that on live air.
You can have gay pride, black pride, Latino pride, but if you have white pride, you are a
We're privileged.
white privileged white supremacist.
You're a Trump fan.
You missed that.
Trump
Yeah.
fan. That's the
You're-
same thing.
yeah.
Every Trump person,
You're a red hat.
even if you're black, you're a white supremacist. Yeah. If I had a scholarship fund just for white people, I would be
Racist.
a racist.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine.
Or prejudice.
If you proudly shop black businesses, and I proudly shop white businesses, I am a
Racist.
racist. You know.
Okay.
I mean, well, seriously.
Yeah, I mean you are.
I mean,
You
but
shop at black
well, why is it not racist if somebody says buy black?
Because the black people are the minority.
So it's not racist for it, that I'm not going to shop at white stores. I'm going to shop at black stores only. That's not racist.
No.
But if a white person said, I'm going to shop at a white store, that's racist.
Now you're getting it.
Okay, got it. Got it. If you want to watch a movie that has a black cast or a black director,
Okay.
you're enlightened. You're awesome. If you want to watch a movie just because it has a white cast and a white director, you are a
Racist.
yeah.
I guess that.
You see a trend here?
Yeah, I guess John Wick's out.
If you're a black girl who only wants to date black guys, that's okay. Nobody has a problem with that. If you're a white girl who only wants to date black guys, you are.
We can't say that word on air.
No, I'm
kidding.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If you're a white girl who
Kidding.
only wants to date white guys, you're a racist.
You're racist, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. If you love your country and you're a patriot, you are a
Racist.
no, close white supremacist.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man, pay attention.
I'm sorry.
If you hate illegal immigration, we just learned that word tonight, boys and girls. You are a
Racist.
Racist?
xenophobe.
A xenophobe. Yes, I'm a xenophobe because aliens bad.
Is that the thing you played with the mallets? No, it's a xylophone.
Those are
Xylophone.
awesome.
Okay. If you didn't believe Fauci or Al Gore, you are a
You don't trust the science.
You're a science denier.
anti-science. Yeah.
nice. He's learning. See,
Yeah.
you guys have been programmed.
Yeah,
JR's like, how many more we have? Hold on.
We're on 18.
If you say all lives matter, you are a
You're a white supremacist because only people that say all lives matter are white people.
right. But if you only think that black lives matter,
Then you're fine.
you're fine.
Yep.
You're not a racist.
Yeah.
If you're a black protester, you're a revolutionary. If you're a white protester, you are a
Klan member.
A menace to society.
you are a terrorist, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're finding that out. If you teach children that all white people are evil, that's history. If you teach children that all minorities are evil, you are a
Xenophobe.
yeah,
Yeah.
or racist,
A racist or
bigoted, prejudiced, knuckle dragging Neanderthal.
Or Hitler.
That's what you are. I saw this video out there. 'Cause speaking of white privilege, you can look it up. I think most of you guys may have seen it. A group of high school students, and the guy sits out front and he asks them a series of questions. And if you answer in the affirmative to the question, you take 2 steps forward.
yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
And everybody, you could have seen this video. And everybody's boo-hooing. And I'm watching the video like, it don't bother me at all. You know, because the questions.
Or like, did you grow up without a father or something like that?
Okay.
And all the black kids are having to stand
All right,
behind. Yeah.
now
Well, we're asking loaded questions then, aren't we?
I'm trying to figure out what's the white privilege part of it. Because it's like, if you grew up in a 2-parent household, take 2 steps forward.
Yeah.
If you grew up with a father figure, take 2 steps forward.
And you know, these sad.
But the purpose of the demonstration was to make the white kids feel like crap.
Yeah.
Now, I would be sitting there going, well, maybe it's a problem with your families and not the
It's
Well,
a
that was my
problem
question. The question
with
was,
the-
did it have absolutely anything to do with white privilege?
Just because you're black, you're saying that you can't have a mom and dad stay together? That sounds racist to me.
I know the guy gets done at the end, and all the black kids are in the back and they're looking sad and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, you just made these kids feel like crap. You just made these
Congratulations. That is a
If
definition
these
of
kids
racism.
fail, it's because of your little stupid, godforsaken,
You just
retarded
created-
Yes.
thing here. You just did.
You just created white privilege where there was none.
Yep.
Yeah. These kids were laughing, get along, rode together over there, probably.
Yeah.
Good friends, all that stuff, play sports together, hang out afterwards, and now all of a sudden you just divided them,
Yep.
which is exactly what they want to do.
That's the plan.
That's exactly what they want to do.
Now you got the black kids not wanting to come over to the white kid's house because he has a functional family there.
Uh-huh.
Right. Right. And now he's going home going, what's wrong with me? Why don't I have a
Yes.
father figure? Dude, I'm going to tell you what the problem with the father figures is. Like 85% of black kids grow up without a father in the household. That's not a white privilege problem. That's a black culture problem.
Yes, absolutely.
And there are black conservatives out there who are addressing this problem.
Yep.
Praise God for them, you know?
Yep. They're saying maybe the problem lies in the black community. If that is a
Yes.
a legit problem, you need to fix that yourselves. That's not anything the white people
They
had anything to
can't,
do
Mike.
with.
They can't have those sort of coherent black families if we keep arresting all the dads.
No.
That's true.
But you got abortion within the black community that is just running rampant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And abortion and the abortion providers, Planned Parenthood, is run by a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody addresses that problem. Is that a white privilege problem?
Mm-mm.
I mean, nobody is white people picking them up and driving them to the abortion clinic. I mean, what it
No, they're going to say that they can't afford to give that child the life that a white person could.
But you have to understand, and what we're talking about here is, as always, it's just like with the BLM riots and all that stuff. They had 50 people that they were busing all over the country. That's it. The vast majority of African Americans in this country, this great country that we live in, are honest, good, hardworking people who love the Lord, who love their country, and they have great families, and they're fantastic people. And then you have this group of agitators. That's all they want to do. And this is something at the end of the podcast nobody's watching anyway, so I'll just go ahead and say it. I am not sorry for what my ancestors did many years ago.
Nothing to do with it.
I'm just not. And these white kids that you get and you make them feel guilty and they follow you around and all that stuff, I hope you're happy with that. I hope you feel good when you do that stuff. But I'm not sorry.
No.
Just look at the influencers. You talked about TikTok influencers earlier. And I don't think it's just my feed that's biased this way. In general, influencers, black influencers, don't line up with that agenda.
Absolutely.
You see that agenda on paid programming and news feeds.
Absolutely.
When you see just a plain old-fashioned, black, white, they're usually conservative, and they're not falling for the crap we see on the news.
And we've talked about this before. Like you watch reaction videos that's got African Americans in it, and you think they're going to have an adverse reaction to it, and they actually agree with what's being said. Like I watch a Tom McDonald video.
Oh yeah, watch all the Tom McDonald
and they'll agree with
reactions, Adam Calhoun reactions, and because usually the reactions are done by the black.
Nobody comes out and said, "Ooh, Tom McDonald's crossed the line."
Yeah, no, all of them are going,
never. I haven't found one yet, honestly.
Yeah, they're like, he's right.
Yeah.
So you've got 50 people out there, and you've got a willing white media who feels guilty. And so they just promote this narrative that's out there.
Divide and conquer.
That's the issue with critical race theory. Is they're trying to teach your kids. Don't look. This is coming from a guy who's an intellectual, kind of sometimes. They are really trying to instruct your kids that all white people are evil. I mean, that's the bottom line of it. And I understand there are certain instances where people fly off the cuff and just say something bad, like we do all the time here on this show.
Yeah.
But then there's, like when somebody does a presentation and has a PowerPoint slide that says, we must kill all white people. Well, that's who's teaching your kids. And that's what they're trying to get into the schools. And, they have this Don't Say Gay bill down in Florida.
Yes, which is being way taken out of context, by the way.
People have a problem with your 5-year-old, how old's Braxton?
5.
Not being taught sex ed?
Exactly. That's the whole bill, by the way, is kindergarten through 3rd grade, they are not allowed to do basically sex ed and talk about the, sexuality of anything. Not just, homosexual sexuality or whatever. It's anything. And the thing is, this one lady was on there going, "Oh, we can't be who we are, blah, 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 blah." It has nothing to do with that. You can't teach it. Now, and they were very clear. If you're gay and your student comes up and asks you, "Hey, are you gay?" You can absolutely say, "Yes, I'm gay." There's nothing to stop you from saying that you're gay. You can't teach it. If you're asked, you can say, "Hey, this is me. This is how we live," or whatever. But you cannot teach it. I don't think that's a bad thing.
If you support the bill, you're either perverted or evil.
Yeah.
Because the evil intention would be to take these kids and we use a term in the conservative circles called grooming. And it's very applicable here because what they're trying to do is get these kids young and start talking to them about this stuff. And that's exactly what you're doing.
Because the colleges at this point feel like they're not doing good enough because they're not reaching them early enough. So what's the plan? Move it up.
Good
They've
gosh,
already
man.
got the colleges and stuff. What's the next step? Move on.
How big
down.
of a pervert do you have to be to sit around and most of it used to be we would arrested people who did this.
We should.
You said K through 3rd, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. They don't know how to tie their shoes. They're not confused about their sexuality.
Yeah, there's nothing to be confused about. Once again, they know, if I have a PP, I'm a boy. If I have a other, I'm a girl. They know that.
Yeah.
Perverts, man. Just freaking perverts.
Absolutely.
Pedophiles and perverts. That's what these people. Well, the same thing. So, I don't know. Don't let people steal your joy with words.
Yeah.
And JR was on that, and he's right. People shouldn't.
Let them steal anything.
Just live your life, man, and stop. And not really us because it doesn't affect us at all. But you just see people who are supposed to be your leaders in Washington who are supposed to be speaking on your behalf, and then they don't say anything because they get called a word, and then that's it.
Yeah, and then they shut down.
And they just freak out.
Yeah,
They really do.
they don't want to lose a vote.
Yeah, but we love all people. We actually do. We make fun of everybody,
We're equal
including white
opportunity
people.
haters.
Yeah,
We hate everybody the same.
yeah, but it's. I think until we can start having honest dialogue and have fun with this talk, man, what happened 150 years ago? My parents, their parents, their parents, their parents, their parents. Nobody owned slaves. Nobody in my family. We were dirt poor. We didn't own nobody. We didn't own
You
slaves.
probably were the slaves.
Even if there were slaves, we wouldn't have had them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about really, and even in the Confederate States at the time, 10% of the landowners. That's who you're talking about. So most of the descendants today who are white people had absolutely nothing to do with it whatsoever.
What was the percentage in the North?
It was probably close.
I'm about to say, because I don't think once again,
Yeah,
it wasn't a war based on slavery.
I'm going to do my Civil War rant one day.
Oh, I want you to in a bad way.
Yeah. And you're just naive if you think it's over slaves' rights. Slavery, I mean. It's just...
Lincoln was not
the sweetheart.
Good is what everybody thinks he was.
Yeah. But that's it for this. This should probably be our last podcast. No, if we're not on next week, we're on vacation.
Yeah, we're on vacation next week. So.
Yeah, so we haven't been hunted down by BLM or anything like that.
Not yet. Well, maybe.
Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't know.
I got a new car to build.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. And I have beer to drink. So
where are you going? Oh, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, you probably better not say.
Tell them right where you're at.
Yeah.
No.
Where is your starting location?
I'm going to an undisclosed location. Yeah. Known only to you guys.
Yeah.
That's it. We love you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. God bless you. And we just hope you have a fantastic week. And don't let words get you down. Be tough. See ya.
Peace.
The Gospel Broalition is done, leaving behind charred
46
minds, exhaust
sweet.
fumes,
Nice
ammo, multiple cigar wrappers, and an empty bottle of bourbon. Mission
Yes, that was the mic
accomplished. You've been listening to the Gospel Broalition with Pastor Lee.
Garth's probably bored by this one, too.
Yeah, Garth's like,
Suck it!
Oh my gosh.
The show for men, by men. If it's religion,
I don't blame
politics,
him there.
cars, guns, cigars,
everyone
and
snores
anything
with
else
Teslas
flammable
are
we're
being
talking
talked about.
about.
They're so quiet.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
That
We
is true.
know we had fun. We'll be back
quiet.
soon. And thank you for being a
That was good.
part
Good typo. That
of
was
the Gospel Broalition.